Okay. Hello, and welcome to episode 70 of the Knitting Annihilator podcast. My name is Akira, your friendly neighborhood knitter, and I'm coming to you today from my amazing home on my deck in Adamsville, Alabama, where I live with my sexy, gorgeous husband and our two boys. Thank you. Aiden, who is 3, and Ethan, who is 1. If you saw on Instagram, I was like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna be outside, it's gonna be so cute. Then I started sweating. Then the boys got a little rowdy, so I was like, you know what, I'll just go on the deck. So I'm on the deck. They decided to have snack time with their auntie. So, oh, and baby Nova's here as well. So full house today. So my sister is letting me get this brief moment to podcast. So I figured, let's do it. Today is May 6th, 6th. Yesterday was my 5-year wedding anniversary, so I am married for 5 years. So grateful. I think it's been awesome. It is hard, and I guess when you do it with the right person, it's, you know, you get the job done. So we love each other. Cute. On May the 4th, we went on an anniversary date because we wouldn't be able to go yesterday because he had to work. So we went to Atlanta, and that was the first time I was away from my baby, Ethan, overnight. It was very strange. I think he did really well. Mommy, I mean, I did really well, but I was under the influence, I'll be honest. So but yeah, we went to Atlanta, and we went to Papacitos to eat, and we went to the Coca-Cola factory, and we went to a painting with a twist, which you'll see what we painted later in the episode. So yeah, there's that. We're still laid off, we're still striking. Yeah, but we are getting through it, and we are just appreciating the time that we have to spend with each other. So I'm gonna eat it up positively. So yeah, I think it's been about 2 weeks, and outside is very distracting, so I'm trying my hardest to stay focused. But yeah, other than that, we've been doing well. I hope you're doing amazing. How are you? If you're doing good, that's great. If you're having a rough time, I'm sorry. I really hope this episode can bring you a little spunk and help you feel better. So that's what I'm here to do for you. So let's go ahead and get started because we're 3 minutes in and I've been just chatting away. So show notes will be listed down below. You can find me on Instagram as knitting_annihilator_. And I think that's it for administrative things. Oh, I have not sent out those prizes tomorrow. Praying it's tomorrow that I can do this. I don't have an excuse, to be honest with you, but prizes are coming. They're on the way. So yeah, so I guess we can let's get into victories, because I have a couple of them. So I'll start off with this one because it's so cool. But it's not mine, it's my husband's, because I thought my husband's was cuter than mine. So we went to Painting with a Twist in Atlanta, and it was May the 4th, so it was Star Wars Day. So the painting that we were doing was Baby Yoda, and we went, there was trivia, there was painting, you could drink, it's like a sip. If you've been to Alabama, there's this thing called Sips and Strokes, where you like drink and paint. We didn't bring any alcohol because I don't read, so yeah. Hold on, my dad's calling. Hi, Dad. Okay. Okay. Okay, bet. Alright, I love you, Dad. Bye-bye. That's my dad confirming my mom's Mother's Day gift. Perfect. So much positivity this episode. Okay, so what are we talking about? My husband's painting. So we painted Baby Yoda. Mine, I don't want to show it. I just don't. I feel like he looks like a teenage Yoda. Like his nostrils are flared. He's angry that his mom told him he couldn't go to the prom or something. That's what my Yoda looks like. But my husband's Baby Yoda? Look at it. It's so cute. So my husband is secretly an artist. He didn't want to tell anybody, I guess, until we went here. So it's so good. So if you're looking for something to do in Atlanta, painting with a twist. It was really dope. Our instructor's name was Jake. He was really cool. And he's a tattoo artist. I thought that was cool also. But yeah. So my husband did this one and I was so proud of him. Oh, that's so good. I don't know where we're gonna put these things. Somebody's gonna get it as a gift and be like, are you serious? And we're gonna be like, yes. Because we don't have anywhere to put that. So, so proud of him. I thought that was awesome. I believe that's acrylic paint. It looks acrylic-y. So, there was that. And then, on that ride, nope. It was, oh, we went to the casino with my mom and dad. They're really trying to lift our spirits. So they took us to the casino. It was my husband's first time. He had an amazing time. I stayed in the room because I'm really bad at gambling. So I finished my mom's Mother's Day gift. I don't think I have to tell her where not to look because she doesn't have time to watch lately. She's doing stuff. So I think we're safe. Watch should be the one time she watches, right? But I did get up close here. There we go. A mother's hug. That was this year's mystery knit-along. If you're not done and you don't want to see, I'll probably put a timestamp down below. But yeah, she is done. So all right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So she's not blocked yet, so I'm going to block her between probably, what's today, Thursday? I'll probably block her tonight. Block her tonight. Oh God, I hope it's not touching the ground. Okay. So it's got this rolling situation happening. So you got the stripes, and then like this like lacy section, if I can get a little closer. Oh, perfect. Yeah, so the stripes, then this little lacy section here, and then I did a small border down here. I'm trying to show you on the right side. So I guess if I stand up here, it's pretty big. I'm going to kind of block it aggressively, like pin the tops and really just bring this bottom down like this is what I want to do to kind of give a real V situation. But here she is in all of her glory. So this was a paid for fingering weight pattern. I used the recommended needle size was a size 4. I used my signature needles that I paid all that money for. And yeah. So I think this is super cute, and she picked out the colors, so I really think she's gonna love this. Oh yeah, this looks really nice. Yeah. I finished before Mother's Day this year, so all I have to do is get a cute bag, write a cute card. Oh, I'm so prepared. I'm so excited about it. And the yarn that I used was called, let's see if I can get you a button band. Yarn Experiments. And this colorway is called Rust. Nice. And then this colorway is called Vintage Confetti. And this is what I have left of the two of them. So they're going in the scraps bin. Not sure what I want to do with them yet. A beautiful pattern. I did modify a few things. I think the border was supposed to be longer than what I did. Couldn't do it anymore. I was losing steam. I think there were also supposed to be eyelets in the border. Couldn't do that. I was losing steam. But everything else I did to the T. Just the border was really modified. But yeah, so that was that. I'm gonna think, is there anything else I want to say about that? Oh, I'm filming a Let's Knit Together, which is a series on my channel where we knit a project together and I record the whole process. So that will be out either on Mother's Day or the day after. I may do it the day after just in case people, I feel like you should be done by now, but maybe the day after would just be safe, you know, spoilers. Okay. So yeah, I think that's it. So if I do remember, whenever I put this video up, if I put the Let's Knit Together up, I'll put an eye right here to let you know you can go check that out after this video. So yeah, that is all about that. So I know you want to get into the elephant in the room. I finished my sweater. So this was my April sweater. So I have knit 3 sweaters so far in the year of 2021. Yeah, 3 sweaters so far. So this is the Astraeus sweater by Meg of Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits. I want to get her whole name so that way when I put it on the screen I like know what I'm talking about. Meghan Regan. So Meg Regan of Bad Wolf Girl Studios, Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, the yarn, and Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, the podcast. So, oh, I love this so much. I decided to go for short sleeves because I saw a lot of, I follow the hashtag on Instagram, and the hashtag on Instagram, there's a lot of short sleeves. So I was like, let's do it. I wanted to have this done by our anniversary, but we decided to wear shirts that said Married AF instead. So I was like, yeah, you know what? I won't even stress myself. We'll wear the Married AF shirts, and then I'll just finish this on our anniversary. And I finished it this morning. So our anniversary, I was binding off, and then once I realized it was 1 in the morning, I went to sleep. And then finished binding off at around 8 o'clock this morning. So this is hot off the needles on May 6th. So I will stand up and show you. So I kind of got my thighs out. You don't have to see that part though. So here she is. I'll be honest, I can't see because I'm really far away. You know what? Let me stand in front of the chair. Oh yeah, it's beautiful. So as you can see, it's like down to like my like where your pants or underwear would start or whatever. It's not blocked yet, so I'm sure I could get it a little bit longer. I have it over top of a dress that my husband reminded me that I wore when we were dating in 2015 after a year of dating. And he asked me to marry him. So that's what this dress is. Just know I don't look like I used to back then. Anyway, so this is it. I knit the 36-inch bust. Oh, I love it so much. So the this is a paid for DK weight pattern. I use the recommended needle size of a US 5 and a US 6. I put the millimeters on the screen because I don't know. And yeah, absolutely amazing. So this dark purple here is Dragon Hoard yarns in the colorway Prudence. And I have some of that. This is the ball I was using. I have one more ball cake of this left, but this is how much was left of the third ball. So that's this one. Prudence. And then the color work is Cascade, nope, Barocco Vintage DK. And the colorway 2114. So it's like a light lavender color. So yeah, I love this so much. So I think the only modification I did was short sleeves, and so this was the first sleeve I did, and it's a little tight, but not unbearable. So of course I'm not going back to fix that. But the second sleeve, good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, so I think this is left of a skein. That's a ball I have left, and this is a ball I have left. Oh my god, it's throwing up. So if I did do the full sleeves, I would have used all 4 skeins. I have 4 skeins of the Prudence and 2 skeins of the Barocco Vintage DK, but because I went short sleeve, I saved a whole skein. So I have this whole skein here, and then I have another skein of the Barocco that I didn't even cake up yet. But yeah, so this is them together. So proud. Oh, and my mom's gift was living in my Bearded Purl bag, and my sweater was living in my Fates thread bag, which you will hear about a little bit later. What else do I want to tell you about it? I love it. It's amazing. It basically was like almost the whole body, and then like, I don't know how many inches this is, but I really just did it based on the try-ons. And I'll be honest, this is, no, I won't say this is the first sweater, but this is another sweater that I love that fits like exactly the way I wanted it to, like where it stops and all this stuff. So yeah, so it does come up a little when you put your arms up, but that's why I just wear, I like wearing my knitting on top of stuff. So I am learning how to layer, especially with something that is knit in the round. I'm usually a cardigan type of girl, but this is not bad on the girls. It's not bad on styling. So I'm very pleased with it. I just hate that I you know, was a little eager on that sleeve that I couldn't really make it feel as comfortable as this one does. But overall, I love it so much. So yeah, I think that's it about that one. Yeah. Okay, so now I am going to talk about whips, or battles as I call them. So I will start off with a languishing one that I'm going to work on until Mother's Day, and then I'll talk about the new one. So the languishing one is living in my Stitching the High Notes bag from Joanna, and it says "To Bed or to Sleep," which is an Outlander reference. And Outlander is a show on Stars or something. I'm not gonna put my business out there, but that's not where I watch. So it's a show that I am in love with. They're coming out with a new season soon, so hopefully we can get there. But I am making the Starflake shawl by Stephen West. Where's the picture? Come on, where's the picture? Alright, here we go. So that is the Starflake shawl by Stephen West. Oh, here we go. And I'm making it out of Outlander inspired yarn. Oh dear God, please don't tell me I'm in the middle of a row. Oh, and I am. Okay, we'll take a quick break so I can get to the end. Okay, I'm not far. Okay, I'll get to the end of the row and then we'll come back. All right, we're back now. So, Starflake shawl by Stephen West. So, this is where it was when I last showed this to you. I've only done 2 rows. So, oh, I love this so much. So I'm gonna focus on this. So when I last, when I finish this sweater, I have a journal where I'm putting like everything that I'm making. And I went and looked at the notes on this project. And on this project, I actually started it on May 19th last year. So this is about to be a year-old project. So I think I'm going to work really, really hard on this until Mother's Day. And try to get her done. Because I'm pretty close to done with this section in particular. And let's see, how many more sections do I have? I have 4 sections left. Okay, maybe it'll still be languishing, but that's okay. I have goals, and if I just work really hard until Mother's Day, then I'm okay with that. So this is where I am. The yarn is Dragon Hoard Yarns is the darker purple in the colorway Sassanic, which is an Outlander reference, and the lavender color is Moonstone Dyeworks in the colorway Lady Soul. If you're noticing, I have a theme. Purple is my jam. Lavenders, purples, I need them all in my life. So as you can see, this is gonna match whenever it's done. So it is a paid for finger and weight pattern, and the story behind this is my son Ethan was born like right, I want to say like a couple days before the mystery knit along was supposed to start. And so this is 2019, and I was like, I'm learning. I don't need to start mystery knit alongs until I know what's going on. Am I gonna like it? Because I think the one before that in 2018 I bought, and I thought that thing was hideous. So I was mad. So I was like, okay, I'll wait. So I watched the video of Clue 1, which is this star thing. I think Clue 1 is the star thing going into like this stripe section here. I said, oh, I need that. I have to have that. But I was fresh from delivering a baby. My mind was gone, so I couldn't get it. So the following year, I was like, I'm going to cast this on. And I did, and I'm so proud that I did. So I want to get her done so I can have her. But I did take, because there's a brioche version, but I did take the more relaxing route, which was the garter stripes. And I just think stripes are the best thing ever. But yeah, so finger weight paid for pattern. I'm going to go ahead and move the stitch marker up too. So that way you guys hold me accountable and I will make sure to update you guys on this project. So I'm probably going to work on this while I edit this episode. But yeah, nothing else to say is that I love this one. And even though I'm not into shawl knitting right now, the colors are really motivating to me. So I'm going to get working on that. So that's a languishing whip that I'm going to bring out of hibernation and try to bring back to life. So another whip that I have, and these are technically, besides my scrappy projects, the only two whips that I have. So proud. So this one is living in my Naughty Knitting Sacks bag, and I do have a code with Naughty Knitting Sacks. It's Super Knitter 15. You can get 15% off in her shop, and it's naughty because on the inside there are a bunch of vaginas. Vaginas. That's a funny word. But anyway, so Naughty Knitting Sacks, and because Tuesday was Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you, I went ahead and why is my sister back? Okay. I went ahead and I cast on for Star Wars Day. So this yarn is so special because I was collecting Lolo Did It yarn clubs. I was collecting them when she was doing them, and then she stopped doing them for a while, and I think she's bringing them back because she has an Outlander one. So excited. So this is from 2017, and it is called Kiss a Wookie. It's a Lolo Did It, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards, 4-ply, and I decided to cast on the Sockhead Slouchy hat by Kelly McClure. I feel confident in that. It'll be on the screen, but that's all I have so far because I was painting. And I decided, drop something. So I decided to modify the pattern a little bit, and I'm doing twisted rib instead of regular 2x2 rib. It is a free finger weight pattern to make a slouchy hat, and this is the pattern that I showed my sister, and she knit her first hat, and I'm so proud of her. So this is, yeah, it's going well. So this is what I was knitting on May the 4th. So this is gonna be like my project in between projects, or when I go somewhere and I need to actually talk and be able to socialize. So I decided to ball this because I didn't have time to cake it before we left. So this is what the yarn looks like. And this stitch marker is from my friend Christina of Brujeria Alana yarn. And yeah, so nothing to write home about right now because it's like a headband or a scrunchie right now. So yeah, I'm using so on this I'm using Hiya Sharps on a US 5, I believe. Yes, I'm 99% sure it's a 5, whatever the recommended needle size is. I just be trying to give y'all all the information. Yes, US 5. And then on this I'm using a US 2, even though it calls for a US 2.25, but I don't have that, so I'm just using a 2. And yeah, I think I used either a 2 or a 3 the last time, and it came out really well. So I'm definitely not worried about the hat not fitting or anything. Update on my brother-in-law's hat. Apparently his dog ate it, so now he thinks he's gonna get another one. Not sure about that. Not sure about that at all. Because if you know the Sockhead slouch hat, the 4 inches of 2x2 rib can be a jerk to get through. So again, not sure about that. But we'll see. Maybe if he's nice to me, maybe I'll make him another one. And he's already called dibs on a gift, so. But yeah, so those are the only 2 whips that I have. So I'm just going to be interchanging those until Mother's Day. And I know what you're thinking, Kira, why do you keep saying until Mother's Day? Well, because I have May's sweater in here ready to go. So, well, not ready to go. I have to cake it up. But I have May's sweater coming. I'll talk about this first. So Willie of Willy Nilly Knits, that's my homie. He sent me this little trinket. And it is Knit Picks fingering in the colorway Poetic. So he sent that to me. It's maybe my brother-in-law's new hat. So thank you so much, Willie. So my May sweater. So May is Mother's Day in America, because I think Mother's Day for other countries is like either in the fall or something like that. So in America it is May. So it's this year it's May 9th. So that's when I decided that I'm going to cast on my sweater. And I initially had 1 bag bought that I was going to use for the sweater, but it wasn't sitting right with me. I don't know, it wasn't resonating with my spirit and the way like my projects cohesively go together and like the meanings behind them. So then I saw this bag from Fate's Thread and I was like, oh, this is the bag. So I bought these when she was having her March sale for Pi Day, which was March 14th, and she had 31.4% off. So I got the deluxe Scooby-Doo bag, and the details are beautiful. So if you look right here, try and get my face out the camera. This is the mystery machine, and then of course it has the mystery machine and the gang right here. So Scooby-Doo is important to me as a mom because the boys love Scooby-Doo. So in here is housing the yarn, just so I didn't get any pollen on it out here. So I will be casting on the Comfort Fade Cardi by Andrea Mowry, and I'll be using this colorway from the amazing ladies of Legacy Fiber Arts, and it is the colorway, don't know if you can read that, there we go, it's a boy, because that colorway means so much to me from when I was pregnant with my boys, and I made stuff with that color. Now if you want to know what happened to other stuff I made, you can go back a couple episodes. But yeah, so I gotta get that caked up. So since I already have everything from this Fate's Thread bag, I just need to transfer everything over, get everything highlighted on my knit companion, so that way on Mother's Day all I have to do is cast on. So I'm so excited about that. But this is the bag that will be housing it. So whenever you see this bag, you're going to be like, ow! So I also bought another bag from Shayna. And this is, I believe on there, it was called like the comic web bag. But it is essentially a Spider-Man bag. Because in June, I will be making the boys sweaters, and their sweaters will be my June sweater, if I'm not selfish and cast on another sweater. But I think I'm gonna focus on theirs first. So I'm going to be making them the Mini-Montrealer, and then in July I'll be making my husband's Montrealer. So yeah, so I'm gonna put their sweaters in there because they love Spider-Man. So it's Spider-Man and Scooby-Doo right now. So yeah, let's see, is there anything else we need to talk about? I showed you the gorgeous sweater, the sweater for May that we're gonna cast on all swips. I think I'm done. Yeah, I haven't been too naughty. I can't say that there won't be more naughtiness later, but I haven't been too naughty. So, but yeah, so that is it for everything. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy what you see, please like, comment, and subscribe. Join the alliance, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.